nice run through that first turn. It looked like it was almost wide open right on the bottom. I thought Carl Edwards might be able to pinch him down.
Looked like Jeff Gordon might have gotten the wall there off turn 2.
We saw last night in the nationwide race that early on when these tires didn't have a whole lot of heat in them, that they were very slippery out there.
He almost got it again off turn 4. You know, that track is going to get wide, but it's awfully dirty on the top side of the racetrack right now, and those guys are finding that as they get up in that high groove coming off these corners.
29 right with you. He's got the 24 car lengths behind him.
I really thought Carl Edwards was going to give Jimmy Johnson a little better run for that 5 points. Looks like he tried to, but Jimmy had a plan.
Little battle for 7th spot. Dale Earnhardt Jr. getting a challenge from the 07 of Clint Boyer. Here's the battle back up front.
I thought Carl was going to try to hold him down there and that might make that outside line work like we saw last night. We had a car in the wall just off of 4 there. The 77 car has already been into the wall also. He had a crash yesterday.
20 car, last week's winner, Tony Stewart. And on the outside of the 07, that is for 8th position.
And Clint Boyer had an accident yesterday in the final practice session too. They had to repair this race car, so sure that he's just kind of treading a little bit lightly right now. They were able to get the car fixed and back out on the racetrack. I'm sure he wants to just get settled in here.
Let's show you again what happened to Jeff Gordon on the very first lap of the race here, just coming off the corner.
I think he just found himself a little bit too high exiting. That kind of a lick doesn't seem to affect these cars too much, so I think he'll be okay.
Earnhardt Jr. is on board.
At your door there, you're pulling him. At your bumper still. Still there at your bumper. Still there. 30 flat.
He didn't even lose any ground to Clint Boyer on the inside. He actually pulled ahead while he was hitting the wall. That's pretty cool.
Now trying to move in on Kevin Harvick for 5th position.
All about this new car. It is so durable. It can take licks like that and just keep running with no problem at all.
Yeah, we already see these guys starting to spread out, and you said this racetrack's going to get wide, and it's going to get wide in a hurry. We see Junior on the bottom.
That's on the fence. I was going to remind you that lap. 30 flat.
Now that one was hurt. That'll hurt the car there.
And they will have to bring that car down to pit road, and obviously he's still staying on the racetrack, but my goodness, Andy.
He's still ahead of Clint Boyer.
Got the crush down. I can hear the jaws.
He's going to have some problems with that lick right there, though. That was pretty hard hit, and I would actually be concerned about the tires. The sidewalls getting against the wall so hard there.
30, 12.
Got a lot of time he's going to have to run these tires.
Yeah, he's just up way out of the groove right there. You can hear him say the car's been tight.
And that's concrete he hits right there. That safer barrier had ended before he hit it there.
It is hard to imagine with that kind of lick there that he did not bend the sheet metal in against a tire and has already had a tire problem.
I know this car it always amazes me just how durable it is. I mean, he's still running.
30, 15.
He killed that wall.
Tony Stewart moving on the inside of the 29 car of Kevin Harvick.
Now this is a guy, Tony Stewart, that everybody was pointing at in the garage area. I talked to a lot of guys, and they said Tony Stewart had a car to beat. Jamie?
That's exactly what I was going to say, DJ. He's running solid right now, but everybody was saying, yes, he's definitely the car to beat. He just broke a 43-race winless streak last weekend. They're bringing a brand new car. They brought it here for the test 3 weeks ago. They're really happy with it, and Zippy just looked at me and said,
30, 10.
On the 20 car.
How does that happen when a guy suddenly breaks a winless streak and then goes on a roll where suddenly he's just almost unbeatable?
Well, one of the ways that happens, this 20 car has had good performance all year. They just haven't had the luck. They finally got some good breaks and a good break last week at Talladega, and that can just open it up. I mean, they've had the performance to win. They just hadn't had the luck.
Early laps here. Jimmy Johnson has led all 8 laps thus far.
30, 25.
Pit road. Dave Burton.
And guys, they were going to try to ride it out, but they began detecting that there was too much of a rub on the right front and possibly on the right rear as well. So they are going to pit this 24 car. They are going to pull out the fenders on the front and the rear of the car and change the right side tires. Disappointing start to the night for these guys. They thought they had a good race car, maybe not the fastest, but now they've got a dented up race car immediately at the start of this race.
30, 35.
Now that makes for a long night there. whenever you have something like this happen this early in the race.
Well, that's the key. It is early. They'll have a lot of time to make this up if the car will keep running good. It looked like he had, maintained okay. They came in because of the tire rub. The car was still fairly competitive.
20 car, Tony Stewart moving by the 88, and that is for 5th position. He makes a move. We saw a moment ago, looked like Carl Edwards was starting to inch in a little bit up front on Mr. Jimmy Johnson.
He was tracking him down.
40.
It's kind of stabilized.
Jimmy Johnson from the pole, by virtue of being the points leader, has led all 11 laps.
That's the 20 car, about 7 back and closing. He's got the 88 4-car length.
Carl Edwards and mistakes and issues and problems. They got a tire vibration loose, come down, lose a lap, had to come back in, left a lug nut off the left front, and now the car has just quit on the restart. He is now 2 laps down and still sitting in the pits.
This is huge. This has got huge implications for Carl Edwards and this team for their fight for this championship. They're really feeling the pressure here. This is, you hate for something like this to be taken in.
All right, boss. Pace truck's in. Let's be ready.
Second in the
Be ready.
coming in to
Be ready. Be ready.
back. He is on pit road. The guy
Green flag, green flag.
Jimmy Johnson will lead him down. Tony Stewart second. Greg Biffle in third.
Still there, still there.
Fourth, and Kyle Busch is now 5th.
Clear. 18 right with you.
Greg Biffle will now move in the 2nd position in the point standings, 107 points back. Burton is 3rd. The 07 of Boyer up to 4th. A huge lick for Carl Edwards here, still sitting on pit road.
See Tony Stewart's cleared the lap car of Casey Mears. Has his sights set on Jimmy Johnson now. He'll be able to run many laps in a row here since we went with that first caution. Had a couple of incidents since that time.
5 car Casey Mears is the first car a lap down. He's going to try to hang there so he can get the free pass if he were to get another caution flag, or maybe even drive this car back by the 2 leaders in front of him.
18 coming inside, inside.
This car looks pretty good. You see him hanging right with.
They're behind him. 88 4 back.
It's a lap. As fast as his car is right now, he's hanging right with these guys.
Ken Schrader, the 96 car, has been taken now back to the garage area, involved in an impact a moment ago with Mike Skinner, which brought out the 3rd yellow of the night. Side-by-side action there. Lap car, it's Tony Raines on the inside. The 6 of David Reagan in the middle, and the 9 of Casey Kane looking back from Casey.
Mark Martin's now in the top 10.
There's Mark right there on the inside of Dave Blaney.
We'll check that last lap out of Jimmy Johnson, 29.54.
Mark Martin in the 8 car, 4-time winner at this racetrack. Will run 3 more races this year at Atlanta, Texas, and Phoenix, and then turn the car over to Eric Almirola for the remainder of the year. There's our in-race reporter, Casey Kane. Won here back in May. Now being shown in the 10th position.
That's the lap car of Tony Raines right behind him, and right behind him you could see Martin Truex Jr. with a good run here. Casey looks like he's got his car going pretty good right now.
Still there, still there. Clear, clear. 88.07 coming with you.
Casey does have that car going pretty good right now. On the first run
I'm just not making grip. I'm loose. I'm not turning good enough.
through the turns, they
10-4.
adjustments to the right side of that car. And Casey's pretty happy with that car right now, guys. He said it's good.
88's 1 back. He's by himself now.
76 of 334 laps. Carl Edwards in the pits. We are watching Carl Edwards' championships hopes evaporate. He is still sitting there being shown now.
30, 35.
And big changes. Mike Messick, the engine guy for Roush Fenway, was asking for some spark plugs. They wanted to see if they were getting a spark from the distributor at all. He got absolutely nothing. You can see now as you look inside that race car, they're changing out ignition boxes. Still, they've been unable to get the 99 refired. This looks like a very dire situation, championship-wise, for Carl Edwards.
Carl had never won at this racetrack, but he also had never finished worse than 15th here. Lead
25.
Tony Stewart goes by the 48 and makes it look easy. Just sailed by.
He's been putting a lot of pressure on Jimmy Johnson. I think Jimmy just says, okay, I've got a nice little lead in the points. I'm not going to take too much pressure for this lead. If Tony wants it, I'll give it to him, at least early in the race.
Yeah, not at this point in time. He's not going to battle there. Tony looks like it takes about 7 or 8 laps for his car to really come in, and from that point on, this thing is a rocket.
By winning at Talladega last week, Tony Stewart gained 4 positions in the
25.
Leading here.
See Kyle Busch here on the bottom. He's taken away that spot, the 3rd spot from Greg Biffle. Looks like he's got his car. We haven't said much about him tonight. Here comes Jeff Burton. He wants to get in on this action with Greg Biffle.
Still there, still there. Still there. Still there, still there. Clear, clear.
Here comes the 88 car in as well.
Back outside. Clear.
And you're trying to get this spot, and you need some room. How aggravating is that?
Yeah, it makes it tough. It makes you put a little bit more pressure on yourself to make that happen, and you just have to be careful not to go over that edge. You hope that guy gives you a little bit of a break, and it looks like that's exactly what Casey did for Jeff Burton right there. That's his teammate coming up behind him. Dale Jr. moved back to that high line. Man, he's close to the wall.
Looks like his only good line for Junior is up high. Even if there's an opening on the bottom, he doesn't seem to be going for it.
Earnhardt Jr. in 6th position. Behind him, you see the 07 starting to move in a little bit. Clint Boyer in 7th spot. The black car. There's the 07, and Mark Martin right behind him in 8th position. 81 laps are in the books, and now Tony Stewart has led twice for 16 laps at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
30, 45.
Back into this message and a word from our ABC stations. The 1 car there is the leader.
Still inside, still inside.
7 have the right to restart the race in front of these leaders because they are technically on the lead lap by staying out, not pitting.
Wow, what a comeback night it has been for the 24 car and Jeff Gordon, who brushed a wall on lap 1, lap 2.
Still there, still there.
Stop, got a lap down, and now they have worked on that car, and he has driven it back
Clear low.
to 2nd position.
Back inside. Clear, clear.
Try to take the lead from Martin Truex. David Reagan's in that position.
Back inside.
Speeding penalty that he received on our green flag pit
Still
stop.
there, still there.
He's trying to get back. He is back on the lead lap, but he's going to have a little help with the caution at some point in time.
Clear, clear.
Time to follow Scott Riggs down below the 1 car. This is for the lead, 24 and 1.
16 right with you, trying to sneak inside, inside. 16 inside, clear behind him.
Yeah, both those guys would like to get to the front here. This is their opportunity to get to the lead, get those 5 bonus points. Wow, what a comeback for Jeff Gordon in this race team. We thought that, I personally thought that they were just out of the race after those.
Still there, still there.
Had to make that early pit stop under green.
After that second impact, I really thought they'd been a lot of stuff on the
Still there, still there.
But man, he's still running great. Dave?
All clear, all clear.
You know, not so risky, but at least taking a chance with your pit calls.
Caution down, wreck behind you, wreck behind you.
Yes, Bobby Labonte, Michael Waltrip.
Baby, you're gonna be fine.
Casey Mears involved.
Bobby Labonte did a great job sideways, not to hit anything. Come all the way through the
Same
grass.
deal, you're gonna have a ton of debris down low this time, down low on the front stretch.
Yeah, the 43 got hit first. I was watching again. These guys are trying to race 3 wide off of this 4th corner. It's not working out.
It wasn't awful there, just you know, just a little, just still needs rear grip, but it was not awful.
Got back on the lead lap.
The 16 is just, you know, they're just really fast taking off. Just kind of got me off. I just got to have rear side grip, you know.
The 48 car was actually
Copy that, 10-4.
in front of this. Let's watch the 48 here. This is right coming off the turn.
This should be a little bit better on the traffic situation now because those guys on the tail end of the lead lap will be gone. So that'll help some.
Kyle Busch back there. Looked like Michael Waltrip and the 43 got together. I don't know if there's something on the racetrack there with all of these cars sideways.
Yeah, Michael gets the 43, and Mears just tries to go through the grass to avoid both of them. 15 has been black flagged with the white cross. That means
Clear low.
Scoring you. You don't come in, so now Paul Menard coming off that great finish at Talladega. They are going to call him in this time.
Still there, still there. Clear, clear.
There's 5 bonus points. He's been trying hard all night as we see Brian Vickers in the pits. Dave?
Yep, they made a chassis adjustment. He was tight in traffic, but they also made very sure that they pulled all the fender work away from the right side tires. A 4-tire stop for the now damaged 83 car.
And here's Menard and Andy. These guys got to try to get that panel pulled away.
Yeah, they got to get it off of there because NASCAR is going to keep black flagging until they either get it secure or get it off. I would try to get it off if possible here. See, Paul's been in the wall a couple of times and done a lot of damage. They're going to try to fix it right here.
Leader Greg Biffle didn't wait long, DJ, as you mentioned.
All right, hit this time, Jeff. Hit this time.
The last stop.
Copy that. Coming this time. Coming this time.
Jeff Gordon had on there. Jamie?
Well, that's exactly what the 16 needed to stay out to get those 5 extra bonus points. Last stop, they took right sides only. This time, it's going to be 4. No adjustments. They asked him if they wanted to tighten them up. He said no.
43, bud. 43.
16, he's down and away. Shannon?
Off Pier Road.
Now. He says it's just a little bit loose. This car earlier in the race, Casey Kane was saying that he couldn't even drive it right now. 4 tires for Casey Kane. Now Kevin Harvick right in front of him.
10 out. 5, 4, 3 right here.
It has been a struggle with this 29 car. Mike.
Jeff Burton said the car was progressively getting loose as that run went on, but finally settled down toward the end of the run. Team going to work now on the right side, working on a 4-tire stop on the 31 car and a full load of Sunoco race fuel. The service
all the way out, all the way, all the way, all the way. 43. Go, go, go. All 4 below the line to turn 2.
It's good at the start, maybe just a little too free for Kyle. 4-tire change. Jamie.
Tony Stewart gives up the lead. He comes in. Wow, you see that?
1 coming by you now. Another one about 30 back.
Car's pretty good.
20 back. They're clear all the way out. 15 back. 10 back. All clear. All clear.
Boyer also in getting tires. You see, this is the full sequence of pit stops. Denny Hamlin coming out. Right behind him is a 20 car, Tony Stewart.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
Pit road, David Rudiman.
And Rudiman sliding sideways.
Keep going.
Yeah, David was having a great run.
Keep coming. 4150, 4150.
He had assumed the lead right there before he hit pit road. But he had been running up in the top 10. He's got it cranked and headed to his pits now.
Too fast entering a moment ago. Also the 20 car being flagged. Here comes Rudiman in. Watch him trying to get slowed down.
I think he got too much rear brake. I saw that the back wheels just lock up when he came to pit road.
Yeah, and I saw Tony Stewart come into pit road, and I was going to comment that, boy, if he didn't get on there too hard, he did
30, 10.
getting in there extremely quick. But unfortunately, he's headed back down pit road.
Here's the 18. He was also too fast entering pit road. So pit penalties here again. Here's Tony Stewart. We were watching, looking right at this a moment ago, DJ, and he just jammed the brakes on.
You've seen all these guys on these green flag stops trying to get everything they can. That first segment, you see that cone. That's when they start.
15.
.83 miles an hour is what he was clocked at, and you're allowed from 40.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Shown as the leader in his Dodge. Robbie coming off that top 10 at Talladega.
Yeah, the guy that was struggling a lot earlier in this race, Reed Sorensen, is now in the lead. This is because of
clear.
Gone to pit road yet. Jeff Gordon's in second. Greg Biffle third.
Looks like Reed Sorensen is the only car yet to make a pit stop. They're having a problem on Robbie Gordon's car. Air wrench failure. See, the front tire changer has to come back around with his wrench to get this done.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use another one there, are you? And if you come back at that.
2 wrenches is all you're allowed. If you lose one, you just have to start, changing tires with the one you have left.
Still there. Clear, clear.
The leader here, he's yet to make his pit stop. He actually pitted on lap 209, so should be coming on momentarily. Behind him, those that have made pit stops running second and third. Jeff Gordon. who was the leader when he came on the pit road. Oh, a couple of guys trying to get Woe down there, getting a little bit out of shape. There is Jeff Gordon in the 24 car. So once Sorensen makes his stop, it'll be Gordon back in the lead, then Biffle, Jeff Burton, and Mark Martin.
Still there. Clear, clear.
We have trouble here for Robbie Gordon.
Well, here's the problem. They had a problem on their pit stop, and they made that when they came down under green, he locked the left front tire up trying to get on pit road, put a flat spot on, and then they didn't change it because they had a problem with the wrench, and left front tire blows out.
Well, he flat spotted the tire trying to get into the pits.
Yeah, just ground it right down.
Watch his tire come apart there.
30-55.
Once he had slid that tire,
Caution's out, debris on the backstretch.
Debris flying off of this. They're going to have a caution flag for this. It's out now.
Caution number 9 on the evening here with just 70 laps to go.
Well, Reed Sorensen really benefited from it. A nice strategy by those guys to be able to do that and stay out there and keep him on the lead lap.
All right, watch real good for the debris. We need to stay out here.
But still a good break for Reed.
Yeah, we only have 11 cars on the lead lap. We will have
staying out.
Reagan, I believe, will be the free pass car to get back on the lead lap, so that'll put us at 12. But a nice job by Reed Sorensen. See Robbie Gordon getting back out in the action.
Guys, we have to change that left front out here.
Yeah, this is just said we've seen a number of times, whether it's guys in the chase or anybody else, and Robbie Gordon was having a nice run here tonight, but mistakes in the pits can cost you, whether it's failure or just not getting the job done.
The big mistake was not going ahead and changing these left side tires, because all these cars coming on pit road have been sliding their tire. You see right here where he slides that left front, he basically just ground it completely through.
Pits are open this time, staying out.
He went back out and that tire blew out. Sometimes better just to bite the bullet, even though they'd had an air wrench failure on the right, just come back around there and try to change those left sides.
Yeah, David Riddiman's sitting on pit road with the hood up in his car. You'll see as these guys come.
Yeah, you know Reed Sorensen's going to come. You see Jeff Gordon coming back in.
A little surprised to see. Yeah, I'm surprised to see Jeff Gordon come back down pit road here.
Sorensen already in his pits, and Jeff headed down to you, Dave.
And this is the hardest decision. Do you come now and have no one come down behind you?
Same deal as that last time. There's a bunch of cars up there on the tail end of the lead lap. It's 24, 16, you, 8, 48.
It's extremely tight, even with 4 fresh tires. So they put themselves in a position they don't want to be in. We'll see if Jeff.
24 pitted. I didn't see that.
This might work out, Dave, because there's only 11 cars. There'll be 12 cars on the lead lap when the lucky dog gets back on there. But this might be okay, because that's how he got the lead. He pitted, and then they ran about 11 laps and had another caution. Jeff was able to stay out and get the lead back, so it might work out for him.
We'll wait and see if the strategy does work in favor of Jeff Gordon.
Green flag, green flag.
Greg Biffle's the leader here. You see these cars in front of him.
Still inside, still inside.
Back on the lead lap, Kyle Busch and Tony Stewart. We got Kevin Harvick up there. So you can see they're all trying to make this happen.
Still there, still there.
They were a lap down, trying to get back on the lead lap.
Biffle up in front of Tony Stewart. There's a 31.
Still there.
Second place car.
Still there.
Tony Stewart's a lap down because of that penalty. He
Still there.
He's going to try hard to get it back.
Clear, clear.
He can race hard here. He doesn't have to race to the point of having to pass the leader. He is the car, first car 1 lap down right at this point in time. But if Greg Biffle goes up there and starts passing these other guys, then he's got to get himself in a position. See Kyle Busch up there. That's Kevin Harvick out in the very front. You see the 18 of Kyle Busch, who was a lap down, and Ryan Newman battling hard right here.
Yeah, Kyle back on the tail end of the lead lap, and he also, as us did Tony Stewart, had to come down for that pit road penalty for speeding. Jimmy Johnson, Mark Martin, this is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, Clint Boyer and Jamie McMurray.
All clear.
Johnson once again finding himself in a position to possibly win another race here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. He's got some work to do. Jeff Burton there trying to take the lead.
Burton on the
Still there, still there.
Wow, Jeff Burton's had just a phenomenal night. He's done a great job with this race car. They've done great.
Still there, still there.
Fast work in the pits, but great pit calls by his crew chief also.
All clear.
Right now he's up to third in the point standings in the chase, and Jeff Burton, he likes being able to sort of fly underneath the radar. He said, "Don't give that championship till you get to Homestead." We just keep moving up each and every week.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job here. He wasn't able to make that pass to get by Greg Biffle, but he's in a great spot. Mike?
And DJ, a pretty good debut for a new generation chassis for this team. Scott Miller told me this car has never been used in competition. It was built specifically for this race. A much lighter chassis than they've been able to produce in the past, and also a lower center of gravity. And it seems like Jeff Burton is right where he wants to be. Consider this stat, if you will. In his last 3 victories.
Still there, still there. Clear.
For that right opportunity to make his move, and he's right there waiting to pounce, it would seem, right now.
Hey, you don't have to lead but one of them here to win at Charlotte. And in fact, the driver who led the fewest laps in a race here and won, how about October of 1994? Dale Jarrett led 4 laps and won it here at Charlotte.
Say all you got to do is lead that last one. That's all I know. That's the one that counts. Hey, talk about a guy that shows a lot of patience. So that just proves with Jeff Burton how much patience he has in winning those races.
Let's listen to the 20 car here with Tony Stewart, the crew.
I'm sorry, guys. Just they're better than this. I just couldn't get stopped.
Spark, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. We got to dig here. It ain't over yet.
It's hard to fault the driver when he tries hard. He was trying to gain some time getting on pit road, and he just overdid it slightly.
Yeah, and you can do that, but you got a fast race car like that, man. It makes it tough in those situations. And we've seen Tony do this a couple of times. I believe, if I remember correctly, back at Kansas, he had a similar situation, too, to where he got caught speeding on pit road and created a lot of their problems.
The 11 car behind him, of course, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Denny's got some damage from his car. Dave?
And DJ, we haven't talked about that since that damage happened back on lap 233. He hit the wall. Thought that the steering was off at first, but now reasons that it's just an aero-tight situation, especially in traffic. Wow, Biffle looked like he almost got the wall.
Clear, clear.
That's just the opportunity Jeff Burton was looking for. Been watching him all night. His car
Back inside, back inside.
Biffle's not giving up yet.
Still there, still there. Clear. Back inside, back inside.
These leaders are not enjoying that clean air we talked about.
Clear, all clear, all clear.
They're still trying to work by some of these lap cars and race for the lead at the same time.
Jeff Gordon, remember, he came on the pit road, made that pit stop, and Rusty, he's still trying to work his way back through traffic.
I'm not going to predict anything, guys, but, you know, that clean air we saw all night long was so important. And now I'm looking at Jeff's lap times, and they're just not there compared to the leaders. In fact, this last time by was pretty good, but the times before, not there. That clean air, man, is just, you got to have it. He doesn't have it right now.
But, Rusty, one thing that the other cars are
still there, still there. Clear high.
Spots here. He's already up to 6th spot. He's running down Jamie McMurray for that next one.
Yeah, he could actually see the leaders from where he's at, so he's not in a bad spot right now.
You mentioned about it being a total team effort for this 31 car. They've got Jeff's got it done on the racetrack, but the guys on pit road have also done a yeoman's job.
They've made up spots when they changed 4 tires, and they've also, like Dale said, had good pit strategy where they've gained spots when they changed no tires and got fuel and right side. So they've done a good job on pit road all the way around.
Yeah, we talk about him and how good a job he's done, and let's jump back to his teammate for a second.
Still there, still there. All clear, all clear.
That's Clint Boyer, who hit the wall with that race car yesterday, and he's sitting here in 3rd spot. I don't know that if we'd have talked to him yesterday afternoon, he would have predicted this.
31 car is our leader, Jeff Burton. 15 years he's been trying to win the championship. He's trying to win a race, and I think it'll be the next step into winning the championship and becoming this year's last man standing.
going to be interesting to see. A lot of different strategies here. I might like Greg Biffle back there.
All right, boss. All yours.
5th spot.
Got a few laps to get it done. 34 laps to go.
See if Jeff Burton can hang on. No tires, gas only.
Clear low, clear low.
Five-time winner here. Casey Kane won it back in May.
Coming back inside.
Casey Kane up there in 3rd spot.
Clear, clear. 48 coming with you.
He's doing a great job. He hadn't had the car most of the night, but here comes
48 trying to come inside. 48 inside.
Lead away from Jeff Burton.
These guys are 1-2 in the point standings right now. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Burton.
Still there, still there.
Jeff Burton needs to fight hard to try to keep
Still
this
there.
He needs that clean air.
He's got some momentum.
Still there.
Off the corner. I think he's going to be able to clear Jimmy Johnson.
Still there, still there.
Still battling.
Jimmy pulling back on the inside.
These guys aren't thinking about a championship right now. All they're thinking about is getting the trophy tonight.
Still there, still there.
There's Casey Kane on the bottom of the racetrack in 3rd spot. As these two guys battle side by
Still
side.
there.
Get up there and be a part of that. Kurt Busch right behind.
Clear, clear.
Jeff Burton does a great job to keep the lead and stay clear.
Sticking right with you.
Jimmy's got another run. Here comes Jamie McMurray under Greg Biffle.
5th place. McMurray trying to take that spot away.
Coming inside, inside.
Off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Now he's trying to make this move on the inside off of turn 4.
Still there, still there.
Just a little bit off of turn 2 the last lap, and it allowed Jimmy to gain on him going down the backstretch.
Jimmy Johnson really good entering turn 1 a moment ago, and that's where he tries to grip to the bottom. Look at the 31.
Still there. Clear, clear.
Get in there on the inside of that car. On the outside, you lose some of that downforce.
And you got to hand it to Jeff Burton. He has fought this challenge off from Jimmy Johnson.
Look at this group here. Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, the 07 of Clint Boyer. Here goes Gordon to the high side of the 18 car.
Atta-way, boss, atta-way.
Car there of Regan Smith. You see Clint Boyer right back there. Gordon's going to fall in behind Kyle Busch. Give him a little bump there down the front straightaway.
This is 7th, 8th, and 9th.
You see these guys battle. Kurt Busch is taking over the 3rd spot, as you see, right behind Jimmy Johnson. Miller Lite Dodge has come to life here at the end of the race.
Back up front again. Jimmy Johnson gets off that 3rd turn and off of 4 pretty well, but then Jeff Burton able to stay out front here down the straightaway.
Now, Jeff Burton won't give you a lot of trouble in the middle of the race, but I'm going to tell you right now, 28 laps to go, he is not giving this lead up easily.
This is a great battle. Jeff Burton knows how difficult it's going to be for Jimmy Johnson to make that pass on the inside. He's willing to give him that inside lane right now.
And also Jeff Burton now may be thinking about the win, but he's never won a championship, and these two guys right now are 1-2 in the point standings.
Jeff Burton knows he's going to have to win races to win the championship. He's in a good spot to do that tonight, and he's going to give it all he's got.
You know, last week we saw Jimmy Johnson pull some strategy that kind of surprised a lot of us. He was satisfied at the end of that race to lay back there.
Clear, 5 back now, 5 back.
Okay, he don't want to do that here now, but he lost a little bit of time off of turn 2 right there.
He got some company right now. Kurt Busch has come to life.
Yeah, he came back there as well.
Yeah, this is Jimmy Johnson's house. This racetrack has his sponsor's name on it, and he expects to be in victory lane when he comes here.
Casey Kane, we mentioned he has won 3 of the last 5 races run at this racetrack.
He's peaking at the right time, right at the end of the race. Just like he did in the spring.
Yeah, he won the All-Star race, won the Coke 600. Shannon.
What a night it has been for Casey Kane. He was as far back as 26. He got the lucky down back on lap 187. Really been battling loose conditions with this car all night. They came down pit road, took 2 tires. Did not surprise me because I spoke with this crew chief, Kenny Francis, who called the shots for the nationwide race last night. He told me we came down at the end of the race. We took 4 tires. We should have taken 4. I'm learning from that move.
His driver still doing a heck of a job, though, back there in the 4th position.
Jeff Burton slipping away from these guys in that clean air.
And that car's good.
That time's good.
That was a great job by Jeff Burton. Really battling that.
30, 49.
Now inside of 25 laps to go.
not saying Jeff who. They know that's Jeff Burton out front. He needs to win this race.
He is serious about it. You know, the only thing is don't know if he's got enough fuel. I heard that
55.
After that last pit stop.
Yep, they don't want to see a caution late to see if he's to get to a green-white checker. They think they got enough to get to 334 and maybe not beyond.
Remember what happened here in May when some people gambled on fuel, and it was Carl Edwards who ran out of gas on the white flag lap running third. Had to coast down to the checker.
He also had Tony Stewart leading that race, who did not change tires in that race and had a flat tire with 3 laps to go. So a lot of different scenarios.
Here comes Casey Kane.
65.
Well, Casey Kane's as good as they get here in the final 25 laps at this racetrack.
And he got clear. That was important because you can't hardly run side by side getting in that corner. Did a great job making that pass.
Tell you, look right back here. Yeah, there's a car we better watch out, especially if we have a caution. This 18 car is flying up through the pack. He's not having problems passing anybody. Seeing battling Jamie McMurray here right now, trying to take over.
65.
It's by far the best race they've had in the chase. These guys have really struggled. Good to see them have a good night. And this is all happening after they had a speeding on entering pit road under our green flag. Dave?
And DJ, they hit the wall in final practice. In fact, last night before Kyle dominated the nationwide race, crew chief Steve Addington was to have made his way to the pit.
20 to go, boss. 20 to go.
Everyone asks why. It says because I was working on my race car. We hit the wall in final practice.
70.
Hammered out just right because they have been good tonight after a poor start and then worked on the car and have gotten very good.
Nice job by those guys to get this car back in shape where he can drive it like this and get towards the front. I don't think he has enough laps. He's got 20 laps to go. Don't know if that's enough to catch Jeff Burton.
Check in on the Jeff Burton team. Mike.
Well, Doc, it appears that in his pre-race comments, Jeff Burton was a bit prophetic.
70.
Focusing on Jimmy Johnson, he said, there's absolutely no question they've been the most consistent team at these next 2 racetracks. That, of course, being here and Martinsville. But he said, as good as they've been, we need to be better. If we're going to beat them in the championship, we need to continuously chip away. We need to make them earn it. And that's what he's trying to do tonight, trying to hold off the 48 by the slimmest of margins, Dave.
And they know that even though they've been good here, Mike, they have to keep improving their race cars. Did the Charlotte test a few weeks back help out this team? It did not.
95.
Was after that, they fixed the things that didn't go well in the test and went to the 1.5 miles at Kansas. A little different, but the same length of track. They ran very well there, dominated the race, and won that race. Chad Canals told me that's what got us prepared for tonight's event.
Last couple of laps, as you guys mentioned, Kyle Busch has been quicker than either one of these cars here, Jimmy Johnson or Jeff Burton, but he's only got 18 laps to get there.
Yeah, and Burton's losing a little bit.
85.
And so that lap there, they were pretty much equal.
The one car right now that looks like he's in a good position and gaining is the 9 car of Casey Kane. I know Kyle Busch here, he's fast, but he's got a few cars to go through before he can get to the lead.
Here's a guy that's moving up, though. Jeff Burton in the 31 car is second in the points, right now being shown 89 points back of the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson.
72.
Like you said, I thought Jimmy Johnson was catching a little, but the guy on the move is Casey Kane.
But also now Jeff Burton seems to have found a little bit more speed. I'm not sure he wasn't saving some fuel there for a few laps. Here comes Casey. He's got a little run on Jimmy Johnson.
And, you know, Jeff Burton would like to see this too. That's 5 more points he's thinking about this championship. He's focused on winning this race, but at the end of the night, he'll say that was a nice move by Casey Kane as he goes by Jimmy Johnson.
He will, unless he gets up there and passes him.
69.
Always thinking.
I was being positive from the driver's side of it that he wasn't going to come get me, that helping out the situation there. Shannon, how about Casey Kane?
DJ, they made a track bar adjustment on that last pit stop, and wow, this car has come alive. They're telling Casey Kane over the radio, just maintain your focus because he is turning some of the fastest laps on the track.
Yeah, he is doing that.
He's got himself in the right position, too.
75.
To make it to the end.
Certainly does, yeah. He's our in-race reporter. We won't talk to him right now. We know he's a little bit busy, but man, what a run he's made. This is impressive.
A lap down early on in the race, got the lap back. Back in about 25th position, just picked them off one at a time. Very patient by this crew for Casey King, Kenny Francis and company to dial him back in here when the laps count.
Jeff Burton and Jimmy Johnson have a lot to lose by gambling, but Casey Kane, he can do anything right here. He's nothing to lose.
75.
Burton was just a little bit faster on that lap right there. About 5/100ths of a second.
I think he just checks that mirror. He might be saving just a little bit of fuel since his crew chief told him they weren't sure if they had enough.
He's down to 12 laps to go now. You see Jimmy Johnson is coming under attack to Kurt Busch now. He doesn't want to lose another spot. It's 5 more points in his quest for his 3rd straight championship. Could be very valuable by the time we get to Homestead.
79.
Point standings at the top of your screen there. The differential, Burton now just 84 back. Biffle 101.
Yeah, Biffle's fallen back to 7th spot, so those 4 tires don't seem to have agreed with his race car.
Now, 4 tires just was not the right call. We see Jeff Gordon, he got 4 tires. He's 8th place right now, not able to make any move to the front.
Mark Martin's back in 9th.
10 to go this time, boss. 10 to go.
Stewart is just outside the top 10. Whoa.
Little contact.
31-15.
Little nudge, and Kurt will take the spot away. So now Jimmy Johnson back to 4th position.
Yeah, that'll tighten the point standings up just a little bit more.
Yeah, down to 79 now. And we got another car coming on to Jimmy Johnson in his mirror.
Clear, clear.
Casey Kane's chipping away at this lead of Jeff Burton's, though. He ran about 3/10 faster.
30-95.
About a 10th faster that lap, so he's getting a little bit closer. Burton had a little traffic to deal with there. Casey Kane will be coming up on the 7 car of Robbie Gordon. You see a few more cars in front of Jeff Burton, so he will have a little traffic to deal with. I'm sure these guys will give him plenty of room, though, as we get down here inside of 10 laps to go.
Jeff Burton's a 2-time winner at this racetrack. His wins coming in the fall of '99 and the spring of 2001. But he's been
31-05.
6th or better. He has finished 6th or better in 4 of the last 5 races. And he's the only other driver besides Jimmy Johnson to finish in the top 10 in all 4 chase races this year.
Clear.
He's been awful consistent. 2 4ths and 2 7ths in the chase so far. He's leading this race here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. So we see Kyle Busch has caught Jimmy Johnson, trying to take that 4th spot away from him.
He's going to get this spot, too. He's got a big run. Another wiggle by Jimmy Johnson off the corner.
Yeah, Jimmy really loose on the exit of the corner right now. See Kyle Busch down. It's a nice comeback for Kyle Busch to get himself back up there.
Clear.
This would be Kyle Busch's best finish in the chase now. His best finish was at Talladega, 15th a week ago. Prior to that, he did not even have a top 25.
You see him there. See Jimmy Johnson still really fighting the race car.
31-20. Got 1 second lead.
Casey Kane
picked up a couple 10ths the last lap.
He's down on the bottom.
This guy's real tight. Where's the 9 running?
Before the night started, wherever that race car wanted to go is where he was going to take.
Close to the bottom, on the bottom. 5 to go this time, 5 to go. 5 to go this time, 5 to go.
That's Kim Burton right there. That's Jeff's wife. She gets so nervous up there in these waning laps of races, watching her husband try to win it.
Yeah, nice lap there by Jeff Burton, back down in the 32nd bracket, but still was beat right at a 10th of a second.
McMurray going by the 48, so 5 more points for Jimmy Johnson, slipping back now to 6th place.
Everything's happening good for Jeff Burton right now. If he can just hold on to this lead. But Casey Kane keeps closing in on him. Jeff Burton's got 1 more car that he's battling off of turn 4 here, a lap car.
Clear, all clear.
Makes the pass
Clear,
there.
all clear.
4 laps to go. He really doesn't have any traffic that he's going to have to encounter from this point to the end of the race. But Casey Kane is there. He can see him in his mirror now.
If he picks up what he picked up the last lap, Casey Kane will catch him on the white flag.
Okay, you're racing a guy this hard at the end of the race, Dale, or how much are you looking in that mirror?
You look occasionally once you get straight.
Staying on the bottom. 3 to go, boss. 3 to go. You can do it.
Doing your job. You're just glancing to make sure you still have some advantage right there. Jeff Burton's professional.
Man, come on.
He knows how to do this.
Kim Burton, Jeff's wife, knows how much he wants not only to win here, but how much he has dreamed about winning a championship. His career began 16 years ago. I'm sure, DJ, if a lot of the drivers in the chase would say they couldn't win it, they'd like to see Jeff Burton win.
You poll these other 42 drivers, not only the drivers in the chase, but these other 42 have a huge amount of respect for Jeff Burton, the way he conducts himself on and off the racetrack. He's got huge fans and a lot of us out here.
His unofficial nickname in the garage area is the Mayor.
He's got 2 laps to go to get it done. Does he have enough fuel?
Yeah, that's really the issue now. I don't think Casey Kane can get to him as long as he doesn't run short on fuel.
Jeff Burton won at Bristol, Tennessee early in the year.
White flag, boss. White flag. Bring it home. White flag, boss. White flag. Bring it home.
1.5 miles away from a victory at Lowe's Motor Speedway and jumping big time up into serious contention in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
Yeah, right now he's 69 points behind. He said he needed to win races to be a serious factor in this.
He's driving his way into this championship hunt.
That's the way you do it. That's the way he wanted to do it.
On an October night, under the lights.
Good job, guys. Good job. Real good job.
Jeff Burton hangs on and gets it done.
Great job, Jeff. We'll be down there, buddy. We'll be late. Great job.
Casey Kane second. Kurt Busch.
Hello, man.
We're still up there.
Great job, man. Good job, guys. Good job. Hey, buddy. That was the show. Great.
And, Doc, the celebration is on. The confetti is flying. Jeff Burton led 58 laps tonight. Very impressive considering he led only 82 all season coming into this race. But there had to be a little bit of concern on that final restart after that last round of pit stops. You didn't take any tires. The guys behind you did. What were you thinking?
Drive hard. Scott made a great call there. We were our best on old tires, and he made a great call. And obviously the 9 was coming pretty hard there, but we were good enough when it counted, and just a great night for us. I mean, I keep saying this team is going to keep bringing its best stuff, and we keep bringing it better and better every week. So just proud of everybody. It's just a hell of a feeling turning into these victory lanes. I mean, it's just an incredible feeling, and I want to say thank you to everybody at AT&T. All our sponsors have been stuck behind us for so long, and I got to tell you something. There's been a lot of talk about fans not being in the seats and stuff like that because the economy. But let me tell you something, we got the best fans in the world, and appreciate everybody being a part of it.
A lot of talk about the championship as well, as it will continue for the next 5 weeks. You jump from 4th to 2nd in the standings. How are you looking at things right now?
Well, it's still, we're halfway. It's a long way to go. A lot of stuff's going to happen. I keep telling that. Everybody wants to give somebody the trophy right now, and it's way too early. It's our job to put ourselves in position and go to Homestead with a chance. I mean, that's, nobody's giving us a chance except for us, and all those guys have a tremendous amount to lose. We got nothing to lose. We're just hanging it out there and seeing what can happen.